And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I feel it a little peculiar. Wow, that was one hell of an entrance.
I'm a man of many talents.
Could one of them be is to pay attention to what we're doing?
V-Tech go wah!
Bro, what the heck was that?
That's my excitement for the Honda.
We'll get to that later. For right now, it's our favorite post Facebook time. And that is from Elizabeth. And she asks, "Hi Sparky Buttplug." That's you. "I'm unsure if I want to ask how you are. You seem to be in a pretty dark place."
Seems pretty well lit.
Oh, I think she's referring to last week.
Oh, that was my friend Steve. We were reenacting the scene from 50 Shades of the Gay.
Well, on that note, I mentioned that we were going to cover the Watkins Glen season opener, so let's go take a look. We're here at Watkins Glen International Speedway. We're about ready to get right on the track here in a few minutes. This is going to be the last year that you'll be able to run on this track, because then NASCAR is going to tear it down and do something fresh with it. So let's get up on the track right now.
It needed more.
Bro, are you gonna be doing that the whole episode?
V-Tech for life, yo. What happened to your car?
Well, my charge pipe blew off.
Is that like the time you blew a tranny?
Alright, last week I covered the log cabin, which is a car cruising, and if you don't know the difference between that and a car show, a cruising is something that happens every week, it's reoccurring, you don't have to really wash your car, you hang out with your buddies, you eat some food, and you go home at the end of the night. Okay? Car show, you clean your car up, you make it look real great, you try to win an award, you probably don't, like me all the time, but anyways, the last one that we covered was the log cabin, or Jeremy covered that. This week I'm mentioning the Sonic in Irondequoit. It's a brand new show for them, so let's give them a warm welcome. And their show, or their weekly, is on the 18th of May. That's when it starts, and it's from 5 to 8. So let's give them a whirl. If they suck, well, I'll teach them.
I love their wieners. They are delicious.
It just doesn't sound right at all.
I wasn't even talking about the hot dogs.
Wow. Anyways, SCCA Autocross, this is their schedule. I forgot to mention it last week. Sorry about that. It's already started up. But Matt is going to try to be covering the how to get into it. Because, you know, you've seen pictures and they got a whole bunch of letters and numbers. And, you know, they're playing with cones. And you're like, what the heck are they doing? I want to be playing with cones. So, Matt's going to show you the first steps on how to play with cones.
Hey YouTube, this is Matt. Jesse asked if I could do a couple part video for him. I guess some just general information on autocross, what it is, what you're going to need to do, and what to expect when you're getting ready for your first event. For this short clip, I'm basically just going to give a quick overview of what autocross is. And what it is it's a timed event on a course that's going to be different every time you head out. So when you go to your first event, you're not going to know the course until you get out there, get registered, and they give you your course map. This makes it interesting. Obviously, you're not going to the same course every time. They're going to set it up differently. Some will be faster, some will be slower, longer, shorter. within their classes, if you will. The cars are more or less given a handicap based off of what they kind of have had done to them, and just from the factory what can be expected of them in terms of speed and handling and whatnot. This makes a lot of fun if you're going out with your friends. You guys could have two completely different vehicles, and with the system that they have set up in the classes, you're able to more or less compete against each other. Off of that, I guess the last thing I'd like to make note of in terms of it is there are a few cars that are excluded, so you can't show up with your Grand Cherokee for fear of rollover. But for the most part, I mean, pretty much any car can participate. So I hope this is a really quick overview, and look forward to seeing you guys out there.
You know, they always say that the fastest car drives in a straight line, but the fastest driver drives in
When I was young, my dad drove to a local fishing store. We got the finest lures and fished till the sun went down.
What in the world does that have to do with autocross?
Well, as the sun was going down, there was this beautiful 93 hatch, and it was going, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," and they yelled out the window, "VTEC!"
Fine. We'll cover the new Type R. You do realize that it's not even coming to the States till at least 2018, right?
Yes.
And it may not even be in the States per se. It all depends if the base one sells well.
Yes.
Then why in the world are you so excited about it? Okay. My goodness. Anyways, coming up next week, April 26th, is the Cars for a Cure. Here's the doodad for that. All proceeds go to JDRF, whatever that is.
Diabetes, 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 diabetes.
We need someone to cover this, so if you're gonna go to it, let me know. We would like to get a hold of you. And on next week's episode, we're gonna take a look at the 2017 Corvette Zora ZR1. I'm the only one that's not excited about a mid-engine Corvette because that's not what a Corvette is. And Street Machines of Rochester is holding their indoor show. I will be going to that, and my car will be in there. Please don't key it. Please don't key my other car that I used to have that I sold to my dad, because we're going to be partners together. Shucks, just like Dad. And STM is having Dino Day. We already have somebody to cover that.
What do you call a fat chick at a bar with a condom in her pocket? A half-ton pickup with a box liner. Tee-hee.